Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready to go deep on something pretty amazing.
Always ready for a deep dive, especially on a topic like this.
This one's all about inspiration, like what it really is and how we can, actually inspire others to make a positive impact out there in the world.
Sounds pretty ambitious.
Well, luckily, we've got a fantastic guide for this deep dive, Kenton Patterson.
Oh, I've heard of him. His work is really thought-provoking.
For sure. We're specifically focusing on his piece called Inspire and Shine, The Power of Positive Impact. You can find it on the Future Tech Wise blog if you want to check it out.
Cool, cool.
But our mission here isn't just to, summarize the article. It's to actually figure out, with you listening, how we can put these ideas into practice.
Love that. Make it real. Make it actionable.
Exactly. So no more abstract theories or anything.
Okay.
Let's dive right into the heart of Patterson's message.
Sounds good to me. Where do we start?
Right off the bat, Patterson hits us with this powerful phrase, inspire, shine some light. I mean, it sounds great, but what's the real depth behind it? What's he really calling us to do?
What struck me is that it's not passive. He's not saying, wait for inspiration to come to you. It's more like, step up and be the inspiration, be the light.
He actually uses the phrase, an invitation to be the beacon, which I thought was pretty powerful.
It is. He's inviting us to, make a conscious choice, to actively radiate positivity and hope, to make things brighter, not just hope that they'll get brighter on their own.
I love that. It's like a call to action.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've got this active stance, but what about inspiration itself? What does Patterson say it actually does when we experience it or when we share it with others?
It's interesting. He says inspiration awakens potential and ignites passion. And I think we can all relate to that, right?
Totally. Think about a time you felt truly inspired. You suddenly felt more motivated, more capable, like possibilities opened up.
Yeah, it's like it unlocks something inside you. All of a sudden, you see things differently. You have more energy. And Patterson really nails it when he talks about how inspiration can help you see past the barriers, the ones we often put up for ourselves.
Yeah. He says, see beyond the barriers they believe exist. It's so true. So many times, the biggest obstacles are the ones we create in our minds.
Exactly. And inspiration can be that outside force that helps break down those mental walls. It can be like a flash of insight, an aha moment.
Which leads us perfectly to the second part of Patterson's message, shining some light.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how do we do that? What does it look like in real life?
Patterson's not vague about this at all. He gives some really practical examples, like offering help when someone's struggling.
So simple, but so powerful.
Right. Sharing your knowledge or expertise with someone who needs it. Or, sometimes it's about standing up for what you believe in.
So taking action, not just having good intentions.
Exactly. These actions, they're like beams of light. They illuminate the path forward for someone else. They bring clarity.
I really like that analogy. And Patterson emphasizes that shining light isn't about doing everything for someone. It's also about helping them see their own potential.
Right. It's about empowerment. Like, think of those times when someone believed in you, even when you didn't believe in yourself. That's what we're talking about. Shining light helps people recognize their own brilliance, the strength they have within.
So inspiring, right? But okay, let's get super practical here. How do we, as listeners, actually put this into practice? What are the specific things Patterson suggests we can do?
He lays out a whole roadmap.
A roadmap to being awesome, basically.
Basically, he calls them actionable steps. And the first one is kindness and compassion. Sounds basic, but he emphasizes that even small acts, like a genuine smile or a few words of encouragement, can make a huge difference in someone's day.
We've all experienced that, right? When a little act of kindness totally turned our day around.
It's incredible. And the thing is, we can all offer that to others. It doesn't take much effort, but the impact can be huge.
So true. What's another step on Patterson's roadmap?
The next one is encouragement and support. I mean, we all go through tough times, right? And Patterson reminds us that being that supportive voice, the one who believes in someone even when they're struggling, can be so crucial.
It's like being that steady light in the storm, that unwavering source of strength.
Love that. Now, this next one might seem counterintuitive, sharing your positive experiences.
Wait, really? I thought inspiration was supposed to come from people who have it all figured out.
Right, it's easy to think that. But Patterson says that sharing your own journey, the ups and downs, the struggles, the triumphs, that's what truly resonates with people. Your authenticity is what inspires them.
It's like when you see someone who's been through the fire and come out stronger, it gives you hope that you can do the same.
Yes. It's that resilience that inspires. And speaking of resilience, Patterson also talks about being a positive role model.
This is a big one.
For sure. And it's not about being perfect. It's about living your values, demonstrating integrity and perseverance. It's about showing people what's possible through your actions.
Walking the walk, not just talking the talk.
Exactly. And finally, he tackles the elephant in the room, negativity.
Oh, yeah, we can't ignore that one, especially in today's world.
He calls this final step speaking up against negativity. His point is, silence often allows negativity to thrive. So he challenges us to use our voices to speak out against injustice, misinformation, harmful behavior, basically anything that goes against our values.
It takes courage, though, right, to speak up, especially when it feels like you're going against the grain.
It does. But he stresses that our voices matter even if we think they're small. Even one voice can make a difference. And imagine if a whole bunch of us started speaking up.
That's when things really start to change, right?
For sure. And Patterson talks about this in terms of a real impact journey. He says that while individual actions are super important, real lasting change comes from collective effort. People working together for positive change, like, the Future TechWise community.
Right, and he invites all of us listening to think about how we can join forces with others who share similar goals.
Yeah, whether it's a global movement or something local, that sense of shared purpose amplifies our individual impact.
It's like when all those individual lights come together.
Yeah.
It's a beacon that can be seen for miles.
Exactly. And Patterson wraps it all up with a pretty unforgettable call to action. He says, be the change. Inspire and shine your light. The world needs your brilliance now more than ever.
Chills. He really gets to the heart of it, doesn't he?
He does. And it's a perfect reminder that each of us has the power to inspire, to make a positive difference.
Okay, so let's recap what we learned from Kenton Patterson today. Inspiration isn't some magical force that appears out of nowhere. It's a choice. We can choose to be sources of positivity and inspiration.
And then we need to take action. Show kindness, offer support, share our stories, lead by example, speak up against negativity.
And remember, none of us have to do this alone. We can join forces, amplify each other's light, and work together to create real, lasting change.
I love that.
So, as you go about your day, think about this. What's one small thing you can do right now to shine some light in someone's life? Maybe it's sending a kind text, offering help with a chore, or just sharing a positive thought. And think about how that one little action might ripple outward, inspiring others to do the same. It's all about starting somewhere, taking that first step. And if you're feeling extra inspired and want to learn more, check out Kenton Patterson's full article, Inspire and Shine, The Power of Positive Impact, on the Future TechWise blog. It's full of even more wisdom and practical advice. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. Until next time, keep shining.
Keep shining, everyone.